Communications is the meaningful exchange of words, signs, and symbols. This is in commemoration of the World Communications Day over the week. On that informative note, I warmly welcome all our viewers all over the world to this edition of NITDA Impact, Nigeria's leading IT program on television, brought to you by the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. I am Iwomazino Wanda. In the words of the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Malam Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, the COVID-19 pandemic is compelling governments and societies to turn towards digital technologies to respond to the crisis. This increasingly is requiring government to adopt an open approach and to use digital communication channels to provide reliable information on global and national COVID-19 developments. With the lockdown and social distancing measures put in place in many countries, and with more people relying on the internet for information and advice, NITDA is urging all to deploy effective digital technologies to curtail the outbreak. I'm sure you got that special one from NITDA Digi there. That's not all. Still on the program this week, you will get familiar with NITDA and its responsibility through a special report, plus our personality of the week, Dr. Dimi Wariowe, Director of Cybersecurity. First, get a special package from NITDA. In the wake of the current challenges caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, nations are beginning to rethink new strategies for survival. The support of its supervising Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy has embarked on a number of initiatives, including coordinating of virtual startup programs to steer and galvanize the energies and ideas of the youth to help develop digital solutions to help Nigeria at this time.
It is because of this strategy, which is part of the implementation of the policy, is highly commendable. And I want to use this opportunity to commend the board, management, and the entire staff of the National Information Technology Development Agency for pursuing the policy rigorously. This is highly commendable, and I do hope that they will try to improve on that so that we will be able to implement it even before 2030.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, has continuously come up with innovative ideas and solutions aimed at helping Nigeria evolve a post-COVID-19 recovery route.
We are prioritizing digital solutions because that is the only thing working during this pandemic. And the pandemic is accelerating technology trends, shaping the future of the digital world and digital economy in general. Imagine being in this crisis without digital technology. Our life would have been miserable. Therefore, our recovery and exit strategy should be based on what is working now. As a nation, we can have all technologies and the talent, but to extract value, we need clear objectives and mechanisms. Our broader objective is fast recovery to normal life, and our mechanism is our national digital economy strategy and plan.
As the nation's IT regulatory body, NITDA has also been partnering with other bodies and organizations to explore new ways that can help the government drive growth across different sectors. If you're just joining us, this is NITDA Impact, a program that x-rays ICT development in Nigeria, driven by the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. At this point, we're taking you on a journey that will give you a deep appreciation of NITDA and its mandate and vision. Are you ready? Okay, now we go. The world is currently experiencing a period of rapid technological changes that have been called new technologies, which are being developed that will fundamentally reshape government operations and policies in the delivery of public services. The complexities of these new technologies have created uncertainty about how they will be used, with many claims being made about their benefits and harms, such as the threats to privacy and the potential for governments to be more efficient. In Nigeria, the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, is the IT regulator for both the public and private organization to ensure smooth development of information technology for governance and business efficiency. In this report, we will get you into the heart of NITDA. This is our insight this week.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, is Nigeria's foremost IT regulator, committed to implementing the National Information Technology Policy under the supervision of the Ministry of Communications
and Digital Economy.
As a full-fledged agency, NITDA has a mandate to create a framework for the planning, research, development, standardization, application, coordination, monitoring, evaluation and regulation of information technology practices in Nigeria. NITDA, as Nigeria's IT regulator, has left its imprints on almost all sectors of the Nigeria economy.
Our regulation, we call it developmental regulation because it's not to stifle innovation, rather to unlock opportunities. So we created a new industry, the data industry, because if you look at data is the oil of digital economy.
Today, NITDA, as part of its drive at promoting IT in Nigeria, in the aspect of human capital development, NITDA has helped build requisite capacities through trainings, grants and scholarships.
We trained 400 artisans on how to repair mobile phones, like those that don't have a degree, but they can read and write so that they can be using the skills to repair mobile phones and also doing some artisans work in the digital space.
In line with the implementation of its mandate, the agency oversees the development and deployment of information technology in Nigeria through human capital development, the provision of IT infrastructures, and creation of an enabling environment for the development of IT. This is to enable Nigeria to become a key player in the global knowledge-based economy.
The ONC, more appropriately, is the special purpose vehicle created within the structures of NITDA to deliver on a specific mandate for developing local capacity in information and communication technology. It comes from the mandate of NITDA under the Act that enables NITDA, particularly Section 6A and B of the Act, that empowers NITDA to develop the IT sector. Therefore, NITDA needed a coherent strategy with a clear implementation plan for development of local capacity for the creation of jobs and the retention of value and creation of wealth within the ICT vertical and value chain in Nigeria.
With the e-learning tools and access to internet, people get to get what they call early awareness. Because if you don't have an awareness, you wouldn't know one or two technologies are existing. Then from your awareness, now the creativity comes in now, because you know that this is done this way. Your creativity sets to tell you, why can't I do this way? And that's what we call innovation.
As a result of the dynamics of IT and multifaceted effects of its applications, a lot of NITDA initiatives are still ongoing, while some have been completed. In addition, NITDA hosts annual and periodic conferences, seminars and workshops to awaken the psyche of Nigerians to the appreciation and usage of emerging technologies. With the efforts of NITDA, internet usage and techpreneurship growth in Nigeria has become well appreciated globally.
We engage a lot of other agencies, regulatory agencies like ours, in achieving our mandate. We usually come together in the form of a workshop or conference where we discuss issues concerning the industry. And within the agency too, we relate with other departments in making sure that we achieve our mandate.
With these achievements, Nigeria has become an active player in the knowledge economy. From e-commerce to agriculture, e-governance, e-agriculture to e-health, e-education to security, tech innovation and enterprise, tourism, culture and entertainment, all now are well stimulated. Foreign direct investment has also grown. Contribution to the GDP is also growing with potentials of taking over major sectors such as oil, agriculture and manufacturing.
If you look at the national IT policy that NITDA is implementing, we have 11 major pillars, including agric, health, education, human capital development, security, law enforcement, ICT infrastructure, IT population awareness, and so on.
The whole essence of establishing the agency was to implement the development of information technology in Nigeria. And based on that policy, NITDA was established under the Ministry of Science and Technology then. And eventually in 2007, an act was passed establishing NITDA as an agency that was placed under the Ministry of Communication Technology, which is now Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. And since then, we have been mandated to regulate information technology for the purpose of development.
Today, information technology is enabling the average Nigerian to carry out financial transactions, engage in online activities ranging from hotel reservations, airline bookings, payment for goods and services from the comfort of their homes or offices.
NITDA has supported us extensively through exposure, through trainings, through events and a lot of other things. So NITDA has been doing this for a long time, and we are one of the startups that I would say benefited immensely from NITDA.
Fueling this growth is the number of internet users which has grown, making Nigeria top in internet usage in Africa. The number of smartphones in Nigeria has also jumped. This has contributed to the success of businesses and technology innovation platforms in the country. Today, NITDA is helping a lot of young innovators acquire global exposure, mentorship, and entrepreneurial skills.
We are trying to harness this capability to make Nigeria a startup so that people can create jobs for themselves and employ others instead of waiting for government to give them work.
The Nigeria government, through the Ministry of
Communications and Digital Economy,
has developed a robust broadband plan to fast-track access to the internet and broadband diffusion to all parts of the country. This will enhance socio-economic growth under the SMART initiative, aimed at driving a smart digital Nigeria through capacity, job and wealth creation, which are seen by many as the next revolution.
It is in recognition of this fact that we decided to redesignate the Federal Ministry of Communications as the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, with a mandate to develop and implement a harmonized and well-coordinated digital economy policy and strategy for Nigeria.
The policy we are working on is to make sure that we leverage on digital technology to create many jobs for our teeming youths. And this is what we have started, and it has also started yielding result. Within the time frame, with the support and the guidance of Mr. President, we were able to support our security institutions by providing some emergency communication centers.
ICT innovation has brought us change, changing the way business is done and the way economic and social development occurs in Nigeria. A major beneficiary of this ICT-powered innovation is the SMEs. Just as you'll find in other climes, small and medium enterprises play critical roles in growing economies. And in Nigeria, they are in tandem with technological innovation. SME in Nigeria is very huge, and its contribution to the country's GDP is significant. For the records, 48% of the country's GDP is generated from SME. There are 17 million registered SME operating in Nigeria, providing employment for 32 million Nigerians, protecting 84% of the labor force in the country. With ICT, the SMEs are innovating to grow their business and increase profitability. In order to achieve a sustained growth, many of the SMEs are adopting technology and innovations in no small ways.
The idea is to create awareness within that state for people to understand the opportunities that comes with technology, for key players to understand that they have a role to play. It's not only NITDA's role or the government's role, but state, individuals, private sector, academia, everybody has to come together for the ecosystem to grow properly.
In addition, one of the goals of NITDA is to develop globally competitive manpower in IT, and the agency is not resting on its oars to ensure a fulfillment of this goal and its mandate. Join us as we continue on this journey to making Nigeria a digitally enabled country.
This is NITDA Impact, Nigeria's leading infotech program on television. For details, please log on to www.nitda.gov.ng, or better still, email us at info@nitda.gov.ng, or just follow us on all our social media platforms. Still to come on the program, our personality of the week. Stay with us.
Welcome to NITDA. Welcome to Nigeria's IT regulator.
Our plan is to make sure we create millions of digital jobs for Nigerians.
From innovation to business enhancement using IT local content, e-governance, cybersecurity and data protection, NITDA is your dependable partner.
We have achieved a lot within this time. We commissioned the first innovation and incubation hub in this country. We are building these hubs across the country.
At NITDA, we take the mission to building a digital Nigeria very seriously. Join us.
And now to our personality of the week. Dr. Dimi Wariowe is the Director of Cybersecurity at the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. This week, he is a personality of the week.
Cybersecurity is a huge concern for agencies of government as well as nations as well. That's because huge sums of money and a lot of cyber crimes have been committed the world over. So it's not something specific to Nigeria, but it's a global challenge. And in that respect, every well-meaning nation should be concerned that its citizens are losing hard-earned money. Its citizens are sometimes even losing jobs because of that. And the personality challenge is really, really huge. So in that respect, every nation should put structures in place to make sure that its citizens do not suffer losses to cyber criminals. Most importantly, they go after your data. Data meaning things that specifically identify you. With that data, they can have access to other things that they require from you. Using your money, business secrets and all that, and even government secrets can also be stolen. So it's a huge concern, and in that respect, NITDA is doing quite a lot. We are the IT regulator of this country, and we have made sure that structures are put in place to stop Nigerians from falling victims to all this. The first thing we do in that respect is to ensure that every Nigerian citizen is aware of what he should or should not do while being online. And that one, we do that by carrying out our awareness and sensitization mandate to every nooks and crannies of this country. We've done that for a number of years now. Since 2018, we've been doing that. Firstly, we approached it from the angle of reaching out to Nigerians through cooperative societies. Collaboration is huge in this. because it's a global problem, no one country or no one organization can do it effectively. So we are harnessing the structures and commitment of both private sector, civil society, individuals, governments, and even other government establishments elsewhere. We've collaborated with a number of agencies locally and externally. Firstly, we make sure that external collaborations go across sister agencies like us, as well as those whose duty and mandate it is to secure their own countries as well. So these collaborations, we share intelligence, we share information, so that whatever happens over there we can take precaution before it even gets here. Locally, we have collaborations with ONSA, we have collaborations with CBN on particularly Nigeria E-Fraud Forum, where the bankers and all concerned in the financial industry come together to brainstorm on what to do and how to curb losses in the banking sector, which is arguably the most used and patronized part of the economy, where virtually everybody uses. And those are the targets of the cyber criminals. So we make sure that we collaborate in that respect to make sure they disseminate messages that will caution staff or their customers and clients from falling victims to cyber criminals. Any well-meaning country that wants to explore the digital economy to its benefit will put in place an infrastructure plan. And to this respect, my Honorable Minister, Dr. Pantami, had, following Mr. President's directives, made sure that a broadband plan is made. And that broadband plan from 2020 to 2025 has already been launched by Mr. President. That way, we will be able to achieve success in providing infrastructure. There are so many things that are associated with that in terms of infrastructure. Nigeria is a vast country, and there are urban and rural divides in infrastructure delivery. Because our service providers are business concerns, they are more interested in building their businesses, improving their businesses while rendering services to Nigerians.
That's the program for the week. Until same time next week, on behalf of the DG, management and staff of NITDA, I say thank you for being with us. And don't forget to reach us via email on how we can make the program better. After all, we're here to serve you better. Until next week, stay tech savvy. I am Ewoma Zeno Wonder. Bye for now.